Hi, friends. I'm not with you today, but our wonderful substitute is, and I hope you're being sweetie pies for her. But today I want to read to you a story called The Best Story. It's by Eileen Spinelli, and the illustrations were done by Ann Wilsdorf. Look at that. Isn't that great? Can't you tell it's going to be a great story already? Here we go. Let's read about The Best Story. The Red Brick Library was having a contest. Write the best story. Win first prize. First prize was a ride on the Super Duper Looper roller coaster with my favorite author, Anne Miles, who wrote The Runaway Roller Coaster. Wow! First prizes don't get any better than that. I ran home. I went to my room, shut the door, sharpened 5 pencils. 5 pencils. I opened my notebook to a brand new page and thought, and thought, and thought, and thought. And all I could think was this writing stuff was hard and lonely. Maybe I needed help. I told my brother Tim about the contest. The best stories, said my brother Tim, have lots of action. So, I wrote a lot of action into my story. I wrote about a bus hurtling down the highway with no one at the wheel, and I added a tornado and a pirate and a great white shark. But the story didn't seem quite right. So I asked my dad, and he said, the best stories have plenty of humor. So I changed the great white shark to a monkey, and I put the monkey at the wheel of the bus, and I turned the tornado into turnips, and I dressed the pirate in polka dotted pajamas. Dad laughed so hard he popped a shirt button. Even so, this story didn't feel quite right either. Along came Aunt Jane. There's Aunt Jane. What are you doing? She asked. I'm writing a story. The best story for a contest at the library. I can win a roller coaster ride with my favorite author. Oh, well then, said Aunt Jane. Here's all you need to know. The best stories are the ones that make people cry. So, I gave the bus a flat tire. I sent the monkey to the funeral of his pet goldfish. And I turned the turnips into onions. And I made the pirate chop every one. And there were lots of tears. But the story wasn't quite right. My teenage cousin, Annika, said, I have news for you. If it's not romantic, it's a loser story. Wow. If it's not a romantic story, it's not a good story. So, the pirate introduced the monkey to his sister Grace and they fell in love. And I turned the onions into wedding invitations and everyone lived happily ever after. Finally, my story was ready, so I read it to my family. Everyone's ready. Everyone, she asked, is there. Not enough action, said my brother Tim. Maybe the monkey can fall into the wedding cake, said my dad. That would be really funny. It's hard to cry at a wedding when the groom is a monkey, said Aunt Jane. Annika said it would be perfect if I added a kiss. In all this time, my mother hadn't said a word. So I asked her, what do you think is the best story? My mother gave me a hug. I think the best story is the one that comes from the heart. Your own heart. That night after supper, I looked into my own heart and rewrote my story. No more monkey, no more pirate, no more wedding invitations, no more happily ever after. My new best story is about my family and my two best friends, Tara and Josh. It's about my cat Ollie, who sleeps on his back, and snow days, and toast with strawberry jam. It's about fireworks and rainbows and bike rides. Wow, all her own ideas. My biggest problem was keeping the story short. Once I started pulling those things out of my heart, it was hard to stop. When my story was finished, I turned it in to the judges. Maybe I'll win that roller coaster ride with Ann Miles, and maybe I won't. Either way, I'll be happy. I'll be a winner because the story I wrote is all my own, not somebody else's, and that's what makes it the best. Wow, what a great story. She got rid of the monkey, the onion, she got rid of the pirate, she got rid of a whole lot of things and just wrote her own best story from her heart. Boys and girls, you're going to get a heart map today. You're going to get a heart map that looks like this. And I want you to think of special things in your life that make you smile or make you happy, and draw a picture or write a little sentence in each section. And make it colorful and beautiful so that when you do your writing, all your best writing comes from your heart. All right, friends, see you when I get back.